Hello Red Devils, MUH Legend here, back again with another video, and Manchester United did a fantastic performance against Newcastle, should I say in the last 20 minutes, but nevertheless we did score 3 goals at Old Trafford, which is a very rare occasion recently, and we beat Newcastle 3-2. It was a rubbish 70 minutes in my opinion. The first 70 minutes were absolutely rubbish by Manchester United and we were losing 2-0, and it was very, very poor. But we turned it around, the fans were singing, and it was like the Manchester United of old, and hopefully that could be our turning point for, the season. So this is my predicted lineup for the match against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, I think. So David De Gea in goal, obviously De Gea, one of the best keepers in the world. I can't believe people are saying that David De Gea is not that good because he's conceding too many goals. How is it his fault that our defence is not that good? It's not David De Gea's fault. Well, he can only try to do his job at the best of ability, and we know David De Gea is the best goalkeeper in the world. Now, left back Luke Shaw has to get the run because Luke Shaw is one of the best, fullbacks at our club, so he has to be starting. And on the other side, I'm not sure why Mourinho has dropped him, but I think Diogo Dalot has to be starting right back. And Antonio Valencia is not good, and Ashley Young was very, very poor against Newcastle in my opinion. So Diogo Dalot has to start right back. And centre backs, I'm going to start Chris Smalling. He's been one of our most consistent centre backs, this season, and I'm going to pair him alongside Victor Lindelof. Eric Bailly had a very poor game against Newcastle. He was subbed off, after 13 or 18 minutes for Mata. For this game, I would bring in Victor Lindelof. Now, Mourinho said Man United don't have quality bringing the ball from the back towards midfield and attack. So why not start Andreas Pereira, in my opinion? Matic had a very poor game against Newcastle as well. I'm not sure why Andreas Pereira is not getting the start because he is a quality player. And at the moment, I would take him over Matic any day. Matic has been very, very poor in my opinion. So start Andreas Pereira, get the quality in the back. And, he could be pinging balls left, right and centre for us. And I'm not sure why Mourinho doesn't play him. Doesn't he like him? I'm not sure. But Andreas Pereira is a quality player and I would like to see him start against Chelsea to show that he can stay in this starting 11. Right centre mid, I wouldn't go for Fellaini because he's not a starter in my opinion. But I want to see Fred. I want to see a dynamic midfield. And our midfield right now recently hasn't been that dynamic enough. And I want to see Fred. He has the dynamism. So start Fred alongside Paul Pogba. So Pereira, Fred and Pogba. That could be a very good midfield. It's just a combination of talent and quality. And a very good dynamism in this midfield. So yeah, and Paul Pogba, fantastic performance in the last 20-ish minutes against Newcastle. And hopefully that's the Paul Pogba we get to see more of. Now attacking wise, Anthony Martial has to be starting left wing in my opinion. He's one of the best wingers we have in terms of quality, but he needs a run of games to show that quality. And he's getting it, so hopefully he does start against Chelsea and he doesn't get his confidence knocked by Mourinho by dropping him. So hopefully he does start. Now interestingly, right mid I would start Mata. When we put Mata on, we started playing good football. And Matt has to be starting for us now. He was out of form. That's why he got dropped. But in my opinion, it's time to bring Mata back in because Rashford, he's been poor. He's not been that consistent for us. So bring in Mata. Start playing football on the floor with Mata, Pogba, Fred, Pereira, Martial. It could be a very good mix of players. And up front, I want to see Alexis Sanchez given the nod up front. Romelu Lukaku has been very poor in my opinion, and no one can convince me otherwise that he's been good. He hasn't been good at all in my opinion. He's been very off form, and it's worrying to see Lukaku like this because last season he was very good, but this season he's not been that great. So I want to see him dropped because based on performances alone, Lukaku should not be starting for Manchester United. And Alexis Sanchez, I want to see him in the striker position. He played very good for Arsenal in this position, so let's see if he can do it for Man United. So yeah, I would play Alexis Sanchez up front. So this is the team I would play. De Gea, Shaw, Smalling, Lindelof, Dalot, Pereira, Fred, Pogba, Martial, Mata and Alexis Sanchez up front. So anyways, it's been a decision. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.